Peloton is down 14.56% today. But, as a wise man once said, buy the effing dip. Please like the video, please subscribe, and if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. And just a reminder, I'm giving away this Xbox Series S. Contest ends on Friday in 2 days, so if you want to enter the contest, I will link the video down below in the description. So, this was breaking news today. Let's talk about Peloton. Peloton recalling all treadmills after reports of injuries. 1 death. Key points. Peloton announced Wednesday voluntary recalls of both its Tread Plus and treadmill machines over safety concerns. The company is advising customers who already have the products to immediately stop using it and contact Peloton for a full refund. CEO John Foley apologized for not cooperating with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission sooner. Not going to read the whole thing, but to summarize, if you guys don't know already, Peloton has come under some heat recently because of their treadmills. Apparently, there's been a lot of injuries with children and pets in particular, and there was a video with a kid getting pulled under the treadmill, having a hard time getting out of there. So, Peloton has gotten a lot of backlash for this. Initially, they didn't do anything about it. They just said, well, there's a warning on it, and they didn't think it'd be a big deal, but now we see this. Now they're recalling all of their treadmills. They're taking the advice of the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, who recommended that they recall their treadmills, and they didn't do it at first, and now they are. The CEO acknowledges that they made a mistake by not recalling the treadmills sooner. Because of this, Peloton is down 14.56% today. Sorry to everyone who has Peloton, that is pretty rough. But, now what? Now, this creates a buying opportunity, right? Straight up, right off the bat, I think this is a great opportunity to buy Peloton. And I'll get into all the reasons why. But, as a wise man once said, buy the effing dip. He didn't really say that, but it'd be funny if he did. So, I think you guys should buy the dip. Let's get into it. So, let's take a look at the company itself, first of all. Let's take a look at Peloton. Okay, so here's their website. Let's just take a look at their products. So, look, they got bikes. They got the Peloton Bike and the Peloton Bike Plus. They got the Peloton Tread and the Peloton Tread Plus. And these are the machines that got recalled today. Apparently, there were, issues with the tablet, the screen. Some of those fell off. There were concerns about that. And there were concerns about the gap on the bottom between the floor and the treadmill being too wide and stuff getting caught under there, like the child did. In addition to their bike and their treadmill, they also offer classes. So we can see all the classes they offer here. They got strength, running, cycling, yoga, meditation, cardio, stretching, walking, bike boot camp, tread boot camp, Pilates. The machines are pretty expensive. I'm not sure exactly how much all of them cost, but it's in the thousands of dollars. I think around $5,000 for one of them. So kind of expensive. And in addition to that, you can pay for classes. I mean, quite honestly, I'm not quite sure why you would pay for a running class, or a cycling class, or a meditation class, or a stretching class, or a walking class. Do you really need to pay for that? I can run and walk by myself and cycle just fine, I think, and meditate. I can see, for yoga and strength, sure, you can make a case, yes, you need a personal trainer, or it's nice to have a personal trainer. Not quite sure how much the classes cost, but I know they're not cheap either. Overall, Peloton is a pretty expensive service, for their products and their services. It's not cheap. I haven't used one. I want to. Seems pretty cool. I want to try it out. I don't really do cardio, I'm kind of skinny, so I don't need to do cardio, so I wouldn't get the bike or the treadmill. But I'd be interested in maybe trying out a strength class. That'd be pretty cool. So here is the Peloton earnings, historical earnings, and we have another earnings tomorrow on Thursday, May 6th. So if we just look at the earnings, I'm not going to read you all of the stats here, but you can look at it yourself. For the most part, This company has been absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it. Look at this. For the most part, it's blowing EPS out of the water every single quarter, and it's blowing the revenues out of the water every single quarter. It's not just beating the EPS and revenues, it's completely blowing it out of the water here. Really, the only time it missed is Q2 of 2020. The estimated EPS for that was 32 cents, and the actual was 20 cents. And they still beat on revenue. You can't even say that's a bad quarter, but that was the only like subpar quarter that Peloton has had so far. Tomorrow, would you expect anything different? No, tomorrow, and I'm just speculating, right? We'll see tomorrow what the actual numbers are, but there's an estimated EPS of 11 cents, and by all indications, it looks like the actual EPS and revenues are going to be higher than the estimated. In summary, this company is doing very, very well financially. You know, it's pulling in upwards over $1 billion now. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. $1 billion in revenue a quarter, that is very impressive. You can make the argument, well, a lot of these numbers were boosted because of the pandemic. You know, everyone is locked up inside. They got nothing to do, trapped in their house. So what else are you going to do? Buy Peloton, right? And yeah, okay, I can get behind that. Sure. Valid argument. I can see that, yeah, okay, maybe when everything reopens, maybe numbers are going to drop a little bit, but there's no mistake about it. Peloton is here to stay. Peloton is for real, and it is here to stay. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like the products. They're buying the products, and they're using the classes. Now let's take a look at the chart. So here is the 1 day, 1 year chart, and we can see that there was a high of $171. And it has since pulled back to 82.62. So that's over 50% drop. We see this big red candle here. That's for today. Huge sell-off today amid the bad news. Incredible volume today. Incredible volume. Over 80 million in volume. I believe that's the second highest volume day in the past year. If we look down at the RSI currently sits at about 26. And if you guys keep up with my videos, I always constantly preach every single investor should be using the RSI because it is such a simple but yet effective tool. Easy to learn. All it is if it goes over 70, if the RSI goes over 70, that indicates overbought and overvalued, and you might want to consider dumping. And if it goes under 30, that indicates oversold and undervalued, and you might want to consider buying. So right now, the RSI is sitting at 26, so that's under 30. So what does that tell us? That tells us this is a good opportunity to buy. I wouldn't jump in like right now at this moment. You can, honestly, you can make the argument right now at around $83. This is a very, very fair price. A lot of people on CNBC were saying buy, buy, buy. Personally, I wouldn't jump in just yet. I think there's some more selling to go. I'm pretty bullish on Peloton. And I think setting a buy order at 72.50 would be good. And then setting another buy order around 58 would be good. If it comes down to 72.5, I'm really going to consider buying this. And if it drops down to 58, just my opinion, that is most definitely a buy at that price. And I don't think it's going to go lower than that. But if it does, it could go back to around 38, and if it goes to the upside, the next line of support would be about 95, 118, 127, 138, and then the high of 171. So we put all of that together. Very good products, very good services, very strong financials. The stock is only getting beat down recently because of this negative publicity, this bad news. Very unfortunate what happened to that child and other children and pets. We never want that. But I have no doubt that Peloton is going to recover from this. They're doing the right thing by recalling their products and making improvements, fixing them, reimbursing customers, and improving their products to be more safe. So, yeah, at this price, at $83, I would say this is a very reasonable price to go ahead and put a buy in. I personally think there's still a little more selling to go, and I think it's very possible that we hit new levels of support. So I'm going to hold off on this personally for right now, but I'm looking at this. I'm keeping my eye on this. This is looking really, really juicy to me right now. Very tempting. I was tempted to go in today, but, did a little research. I think it's better if I hold off a little bit. And I don't say buy stuff very often on this channel, right? Up until this point, it's always been sell, 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 sell. But this one right here, this is looking like a great opportunity to buy. Not financial advice, but I'm showing you the data, showing you the financials, showing you the charts, showing you the news. This looks like a great opportunity here. So I'm going to keep my eye on this, see if I can get in at a very good price, and I would recommend that you guys keep an eye on this too. Peloton is a great company. This is a good opportunity here to make some money. I'm not long Peloton. You know, I probably wouldn't hold Peloton for years. You can if you want. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. I have no doubt that in the long term, Peloton will do great. But personally, I wouldn't hold on to this long term. But I would definitely look to swing trade this. You can make some pretty good money here, you know, by buying in the low right here and cashing out when it goes back up. Because it definitely will at some point. This is just a setback for Peloton. Again, as a wise man once said, buy the effing dip. That's how he got so rich. Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy, right? Thank you everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. And just a reminder, I'm giving away this Xbox Series S. Contest ends on Friday in 2 days. So if you want to enter the contest, I will link the video down below in the description. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. Not financial advice. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everyone.